بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. I welcome all of you, wherever you are. I welcome you again with the fifth lecture of explaining Surah Al-Fatih. Allah Azza wa Jalla have promised you a lot of gains, and you take it. And all the war games that you get, you get it. Allah has rushed one, the Fatih, the opening of Khaybar, and it was also the Hudaybiyah covenant or contract or the peace treaty, and it was a great bounty that Allah has given them, and He stopped people's hands on you. You did not get any harm from whatever they have plotted against you, and they have secretly wanted to fight you. Also, that stopped other peoples from fighting you. Allah stopped them from trying to attack you. It will be a sign for the believers, so they'll understand that Allah the Almighty is going to protect them and going to make them win against the enemies with the lack of numbers and tools. And they should know that Allah's choice for them is better than their choice. And you might hate something that is good for you. Some of the Muslims, they were angry about the contract of the Hudaybiyah, and they thought it's unjust. But Allah the Almighty, the one who knows the secret in the heavens and earth, He knew that this is what is good for His Prophet ﷺ and His followers, and to the whole Muslim So we finished with this ayah last time. Now we're going to, and others that you could not reach, Allah Azza wa Jalla has surrounded it. Meaning another gain, another opening that Allah has made it easy for you, you will not be able to do it. When Allah gives the scholars that have different opinion about what is those gains that they got that Allah has surrounded. It's by the opening of Mecca, Hawazin, Thaqif. It is the Persians and Rome. Maybe the most obvious one. It is the conqueror, because the Muslims, they were very hard for them to opening Mecca until Allah Azza wa Jal enabled them to do it after 2 years of the covenant of Hudaybiyah. And another conquering that you will not be able to do it, Allah made it easy. And the most obvious opening of Mecca is what Allah Azza wa Jalla is talking about. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen for His bounties overreach the Muslims. And Allah Azza wa Jalla is the one who surrounded it with His matter that nobody could supersede Allah's wish or Allah's will. And Allah is capable of everything. Then Allah Azza wa Jal gave His bounties on another bounty. He says, and if He given glad tidings, if those who disbelieved, if they fight you, they will run away, and they will not find no one to support them. Those that gave covenant to the Prophet ﷺ and the Ridwan under the tree, and Allah has created His satisfaction for them. They could not find anybody to fight you, or no one to support them to fight against you. Then Allah said, it is Allah's sunnah, His bounty, His nature that has existed from before. And you cannot find anything to change in the sunnah of Allah Azza wa Jalla. This is the law of Allah. This is how His justice, and when the belief and disbelief get to an area of either here or there, or then Allah Azza wa Jalla bring the victory to the believers. Allah has said, Allah has decreed that He has written, He and His messengers. I will throw the terror in the heart of those who disbelieved. So hit on top of the necks and every limb. That's because they have challenged Allah and His messenger. So when the message of Islam was exposed to being eliminated, that's when Allah Azza wa Jal interfered. That's when the matter of Allah Azza wa Jal, His will, it will come in and change the evil and makes it go away. And whomever looks into these beautiful ayat, he will find few of the things. Allah has satisfaction on the believer, and that the satisfaction of Allah is the highest. The hadith of Sa'id al-Khudri, that Allah the Almighty, He says to the people of Jannah, are you happy? He said, why can't we be happy? And you have given us what you haven't given anybody before. And He will tell them, I will give you. It's better than that. They said, what else could be better than that? He will say, I will bestow my satisfaction on you. I will never get angry on you ever. He gives them the harmony and makes them in safety on gains that they get from the wars. It is Allah's promise, and who is more fulfilling of His promise than Allah? Then He told them that they are the one who is going to win, and that's the sunnah of Allah. Of course, the victory of Allah to the believers, if they stay straighten on the straight path and the faith and all its virtues, and they took the human ways as much as they can from the Ashra. It was duty on us to give victory to the believers. It was a right on Allah Azza wa Jal. He is the one who has put that right on Himself. Allah said, it is us who decree that our followers are the ones who are going to be victorious. And then He said, it is Him that He stopped their hands on you and your hands off of them in the middle of Mecca, Al-Hudaybiyah, the bounty from Allah the Almighty, from His believers. When He stopped the hands of the disbelievers and they couldn't harm anything. So He gave a treaty that was good for them and gave them foundation to gather up the people to spread the word of Islam. When the day of Hudaybiyah was in, it is Allah who said He is the one who stopped their hands on you in the middle of Mecca after He allowed it to overcome him. And another one that the Prophet ﷺ looked at them after they were prisoners and they put in front of Him, He said, send them. And on them, these ayah came them. And the Hudaybiyah, because it is close to Mecca, Allahu Alam, in that area that's close to Mecca. And Allah, everything He does is the wisdom that's going to happen. From the bounties that Allah Azza wa Jal mentions on His servants in this ayah, that He stopped the disbelievers on the disbelievers on harming the Muslims for a matter only Allah knows. And those who enter Islam is multiplying of those who started Islam until from the time the Prophet ﷺ got the message until that day, because the Prophet ﷺ came to Hudaybiyah with 1,400 and after that 10,000 days. And you don't wish except Allah wish. Allah, He knows His ways. He puts whomever He wish in His mercy, and the transgressors Allah has prepared for them severe punishment. Dear brother and sister, we'll stop here inshallah today. Inshallah continue tomorrow. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.